I'm an art teacher in the Chicago Public Schools. I actually teach art to 1,100 kids a week. I also have a studio at my home where I teach adult classes. I'm an art machine. Okay, so the kids had to go out into the woods and find two leaves that were the same shape. They then had to use graph paper to enlarge the leaf. They traced the original leaf, and we had graphed giant pieces of watercolor paper. So they had many options and all the freedom in the world to be as creative as they needed to be.
But I really like this because there's a lot of mix of different levels of artists, and normally I take art classes with people who are used to doing it all the time, and it's a lot more intimidating of an environment. But there's no pressure to do anything, and there's no really kind of requirements, so you can just kind of go crazy and do whatever. And it was also beautiful, not just creating my piece, but seeing people who never pick up paintbrushes or haven't even ever seen oil pastels create something beautiful, and everyone just came out magnificently. I like that a lot.
Oh, definitely. I'm not really an artsy guy, but just everyone there was having so much fun with all the colors, and just the day was so art-inspired that this came out. So
because I think there are so many elements here at work, and I think that for the kids to come up with a project, this project that they come up with is serious business. It's something important in the world that needs to be looked at and needs to be changed. But you can't just make it dry and hollow. It has to have some color and some energy and something that will attract attention. And I think that the arts are such an important part of that. So if you're not presenting your project with some pizzazz, some songs, some dance, some color, some music, then it's empty and people won't pay attention.
To more digital arts, I'm really good at using the computer to make things. So like this was a cool break from that, because I was actually using real paints and real like tools and stuff to create art, which I don't do often enough.
Well, the bigger picture is that all of us are either lean towards one side of our brains, either our right brain or our left brain. The right brain being the creative side and the left brain being the analytical. I know that I'm completely right brain, so this is a wonderful exercise for people who are creative but don't have a good analytical way of thinking. So by dividing it up into squares and just looking at the line and the shape and where it was placed in the square, you forget about the object that you're looking at, but rather get involved in the process of using that part of your brain at the same time without even knowing that you're creating.
When I'm doing art at home or in a drawing class or something, I am usually totally absorbed and totally silent and single-minded, but today, or yesterday, doing this art project, I was focusing more on just enjoying the experience rather than having a perfect piece of artwork. And so I had a lot of fun interacting with the other students and just sort of enjoying where I was, instead of focusing entirely on having the perfect leaf pastel drawing.
To me, these colors kind of express the inspiration the leaf and therefore nature gives me. Just kind of the liveliness of the leaf, and then do the tree. And as you can see, how the color kind of starts right there. It's kind of a vibrant blue, and it kind of travels up the leaf, and just kind of like everything starts from the stem.